So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm ready. And by the way, this is another 6-day streaming week for me starting today. I'll be streaming all the way through Wednesday of next week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 6 days. The week after that may be a little different because I think the week after that, Jasper has a vet appointment. Oh no, it's vaccination time. Oh! Why do I have to press for 10 times and then it worked? This is so weird. The battery's definitely dead. And I keep forgetting to replace it. It's been like 2 months.
And this guy seriously needs to grow the fuck up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a special segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off. Forget it. So, yesterday was my day off from streaming. And it was kind of hot. It was in the 80s here in Washington State. And quite frankly, after having gone out last week, doing some fun stuff like getting a nice new lamp for my setup and all kinds of stuff like there, this week, we were dead. Like I told you guys, all week long, I had giant bills to pay, and then I had just enough I had raised basically to have the day off during the course of the week. So we didn't have any money to really spend on anything. So my wife stayed home, and I ran around and did errands. Oh boy! But oh God! Excuse me! Holy shit! What a belch!
Is a generous benefactor.
And where are we headed?
That is disgusting.
Because it was my day off, all right, I had to run these errands, but we started, as of last week, going to a new grocery store, which is one of the reasons why I'm belching, because I have a new kind of seltzer water I'm drinking here.
Oh my God, he's drinking gin.
And we get all kinds of new food stuff from a different grocery store. Not to say that it's brand new, but it's basically different. You know, when you go to a different store, they have different alternatives to your products from the other one. Sometimes they have better or worse things. So anyway, let's talk about the day off. All right. I ran errands. First of all right, I went to the liquor store and I spent about $500-600 there. All right. Just on booze alone. All right. Then I went to the pet store. I spent about $1,000 on supplies for Jasper. All right. And then I immediately came home. I picked up my phone. And I spent about $50,000 of microtransactions and mobile games. Okay? That's what I did on my day off. Oh, wait. That's what they're going to say I did in all the stupid fuck videos of these morons that they put out every single day about me. Okay, let's go back to reality now. Let's talk about what I really did on my day off. Okay? Because I don't have that kind of money because I literally live paycheck to paycheck every week. So, here's what I really did yesterday. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. Then tomorrow is the marathon. And when I say that, I mean it is the return of, the revenge of, the sequel to DSP's Closet Clean Out event. What's in DSP's closet? You guys loved this event 2 weeks ago. You did. And I really enjoyed it too. I had a great time with it. So it's time to do it again. Okay? So tomorrow, all day long, we're going to delve back into the closet. Would you like a preview? For those of you who didn't watch the first one or don't remember? All right, let's do a preview. Here we go. Oh. Let's see. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Excuse me.
It was so disgusting. God, it hurts me just to think about it. It does.
So, Capcom puts out a tweet on their official Street Fighter Twitter account, and it says, the character Juri returns to Street Fighter 6. This time around, she looks more like her Street Fighter 4 counterpart. We brought back her stored moves like Street Fighter 4 and her dive kick from Street Fighter 4, and essentially she plays like Street Fighter 4, but she has a few new moves that you can combo into out of the moves from Street Fighter 4. Okay? So I'm reading all this, and I'm like, so let me get this straight. She looks like Street Fighter 4. She plays like Street Fighter 4. Why don't you just admit that you fucked up Street Fighter 5? Like, literally, you're admitting in this game, we don't want anything for Street Fighter 5 that we put in. It was bad. So now we're completely going either to Street Fighter 4. Some people have said the game feels a little bit more like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Other people are saying it feels weighty like another. Yeah, essentially what Capcom is admitting is Street Fighter 5 was a huge mistake. They fucked up. 7 years they wasted on a piece of dog shit, you know? And while here's the way I see it. Street Fighter 5 dropped, and it was a lump of dog shit. And everyone knew it, all right? But there's people who, like, are so invested in Street Fighter and Capcom that it was like, well, oh shit. Well, we have two options. Either we ignore the dog shit and we go do something else for 7 years, or we play with dog shit. And there were thousands upon thousands of people who opted to play with the dog shit for a long time. It's pretty disgusting, isn't it? But it's what they did. They literally came, they poked it, they stuck sticks into it, they put their whole hands in it and mushed it about and made a big dog shit coating on their arms, and they played with it for 7 years. The game was trash. That's why they're changing every character to not play like Street Fighter 5. They're purposely doing this to make it so different because the game was so bad. Was Capcom going to come out and say Street Fighter 5 was dog shit? No. They had to milk the fuck out of that game to make their money back. The dev time and shit they put into it, they had to have 7 years of DLCs to make their money back for it, right? So now they can finally move on, and it's time to say, enough with the dog shit. Let's admit Street Fighter 6 is going to be something different. It's going to probably play like other games. It's going to be better than Street Fighter 5, and just that alone is better for me. I think that, you know, competitive gaming when it comes to Street Fighter in particular is a farce at this point. Street Fighter 5 is a terrible game, I'm sorry. Even with all of its improvements over the past 2.5 years, it's still a terrible game. There's no fucking real footsies in the game. The game has no reactionary gameplay. It's pretty much just pattern play, pattern play, pattern play. The game is not good at a competitive level, and this is coming from someone who's played every competitive Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2 released in the early 90s in arcades. I think the only reason that Street Fighter 5 is being pushed is because it's the only fighting game Capcom has for a long time. And so it's like, well, we play this or we play nothing and our community dies, right? But I just don't give a shit. I never have. You know, ever since Evo started live streaming, I don't watch it. I don't care about it. Snow Carlton with $1.50 and says, do you think you have a tendency to fall in love and hate with certain companies and become biased towards them? Sometimes it feels like you shill Game Pass a bit too much when it's mostly a marketing gimmick, and I hate things like CD Projekt Red despite them being great. Yes, it's called having an opinion. You may not realize this, but in life, Snow Carl, you have a series of experiences that you go through, and this becomes, you know, your life experience that you use to formulate opinions about things. Like Game Pass, I'm enjoying because I'm getting so much value out of it every month, and I'm not dropping $60 a month to play each new release. Anything for this, right?